What if a powerful people, blessed beyond imagination, suddenly vanished from the face of the earth? Who were the people of Ad, and what secret led to their downfall? A land of giants, towers that touched the sky, and unmatched strength. But beneath their glory grew something dark: arrogance, pride, defiance against the one true God. Then came a man, Prophet Hud, sent to warn, to guide, to save them from destruction. But would they listen? What happens when an entire nation rejects the truth? The story of Ad is more than just history. It's a warning for every generation. Are you ready to uncover the truth behind their rise and their devastating fall? Watch the full story, only on Noor Narratives. What happens when the strongest people on earth believe they're too powerful to fall? This is the forgotten story of a mighty nation that challenged a prophet and lost everything. Long ago, in the vast deserts of southern Arabia, lived a powerful tribe known as the people of Ad. They were descendants of Sam, the son of Prophet Nuh, and were unlike any people before them. These were giants, tall, mighty, and blessed with immense strength. They built towering structures, cultivated fertile lands, and ruled with confidence. Their most legendary city was Iram, known as the City of Lofty Pillars, so magnificent its beauty seemed otherworldly. With wealth, power, and skills unmatched, they appeared destined for greatness, but greatness soon turned to pride. As their power grew, the people of Ad became full of pride. They looked at their strong bodies and great cities and started thinking they were better than everyone else. They stopped thanking Allah. They even started praying to idols, statues made by their own hands. They believed these idols could help them, even though they could not see, hear, or speak. The leaders of Ad laughed at the idea of a warning from Allah. They said, "Who can defeat us? We are the strongest." Their pride turned them into cruel people. They began hurting the poor, cheating others, and doing evil things. Their hearts were full of arrogance, and their minds were full of lies. Even though other nations had been destroyed before them, they thought it would never happen to them. But history has a lesson. When people become too proud and forget Allah, their fall begins without them even knowing it. The people of Ad committed many wrong actions that showed their cruelty and pride. One of the harshest things they did was uprooting strong, green trees with their own hands and throwing them away carelessly. They did not care about the life and beauty these trees brought to their land. Instead of protecting nature, they destroyed it without mercy. They built tall and impressive buildings, but they used these places for harm rather than good. From high above, they would sit and trouble travelers passing by. They laughed at people, mocked them, and made fun of those who were weaker. Their hearts were filled with arrogance because of their great strength and wealth. They hoped to live for a long time and so built strong, powerful palaces. But despite all their power, they refused to obey the prophets sent by Allah. They ignored their guidance and warnings. Even after many chances, they stubbornly refused to listen and continued on the wrong path. In the middle of this proud and powerful nation, Allah chose a man named Hud to guide the people of Ad. He was one of them. He spoke their language, lived among them, and cared about them deeply. Allah gave him a special message to remind his people about the truth and bring them back to worshiping only one God. Prophet Hud stood before the people and said, "My people, worship Allah alone. He gave you everything, your strength, your land, your wealth. Don't be proud. Don't turn away from Him." He warned them kindly and clearly. He told them that if they continued doing wrong and worshiping idols, a terrible punishment would come. But the people didn't listen. They laughed at him. They said, "You are just a man like us. Why should we believe you? We don't see any punishment coming." They called him crazy, made fun of him, and turned their backs. But Prophet Hud didn't give up. He stayed patient and kept warning them, hoping they would open their hearts before it was too late. Even though the people of Ad kept rejecting him, Prophet Hud did not stop. He spoke to them again and again. They said, "We are strong. No one can touch us. Who is stronger than us?" They laughed at Hud and said, "If what you say is true, then bring the punishment you talk about." Prophet Hud felt sad, but he stayed calm. He told them, "I have done my job. I have warned you. Now the choice is yours." The people ignored him and went back to their idols. They thought nothing could ever destroy them. But what they didn't know was that the first signs of trouble were already on the way. After many warnings, Allah started showing the people of Ad signs that something was wrong. The skies became dry. The rain stopped falling. Their crops began to die. The rivers dried up, and the once green land turned brown. The people were confused. They had never seen their land like this before. Prophet Hud told them, "This is a warning from Allah. He is giving you one last chance. Turn back to Him. Say sorry. Stop worshipping idols. If you do, the rain will come again, and your land will be full of life." But the people didn't listen. They still laughed at him. They said, "This is just bad weather. It will pass. We are not afraid." They thought their wealth and strength could protect them from anything. Instead of asking Allah for help, they waited for the skies to change. Then one day, they saw something strange on the horizon, a dark cloud coming from far away. They thought it was rain, but they were wrong. What was coming wasn't rain. It was something far worse. The people of Ad looked at the dark cloud in the sky and became happy. They said, "Finally, rain is coming. Our troubles are over." But Prophet Hud knew the truth. He warned them, "This is not a cloud of mercy. It is a wind of punishment sent by Allah." Then the wind began. It wasn't just strong, it was terrifying. It roared like a lion and shook the earth. It blew with so much power that it tore down houses, lifted people off the ground, and smashed everything in its path. This was no normal storm. It lasted for 7 nights and 8 days, non-stop. The strong people of Ad, who once felt like giants, were now thrown around like dry leaves. Their tall buildings fell. Their proud city of Iram was crushed. Not a single person who rejected Allah survived. Only Prophet Hud and the few who believed with him were saved. The mighty tribe that once ruled the land was now gone, buried in silence by the very wind they thought would bring rain. When the storm ended, everything was quiet. The land that once had green fields and tall buildings was now empty and broken. The people of Ad were gone. Their strong bodies and proud voices had disappeared. All that was left were ruins, silent and still. Prophet Hud and the small group of believers were safe. Allah had protected them from the storm. Hud looked at the destroyed land and felt sadness, not because of the buildings or wealth, but because his people had refused to listen. The story of Ad became a lesson for all who came after. It showed what happens when people forget Allah and become proud. It reminded everyone that no matter how strong or rich someone is, they can never be greater than the one who created them. The ruins of Ad still speak today. They tell a story not of power, but of warning, a story of how quickly everything can be taken away if people turn away from truth. The story of the people of Ad is not just a story from the past. It's a warning for all of us today. Pride, arrogance, and forgetting Allah can destroy even the strongest people. But those who stay humble, thankful, and faithful will always find His protection. Ask yourself, are we listening to the warnings around us? Are we using our strength for good, or are we becoming too proud? Let's not wait for a storm to wake us up. Let's return to what is right, kindness, truth, and belief in Allah. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who needs a reminder. And if you want to hear more true stories from history, full of meaning and lessons, Don't forget to follow and stay connected.